What is going on, everybody? This commentary is just going to be strictly a recap of this weekend's past divisional round NFL games. We had a total of 4 games. We'll go ahead and cover them all, starting with my New England Patriots. A lot of y'all doubted, and even when I was talking to other people or just in the streams and stuff, so many people were shitting on the Patriots, and I thought the score was a lot closer than the game was. We kind of let up at the end, but we'll go over the stats and the score. So we won by 7, and you guys cannot lie. If you watch the game, that first drive, tell me that was not signature Patriots. Dot into Edelman, dot into Amendola, just dot, all the way downfield, and then to cap it off with the Gronk box out touchdown. That's what I've been waiting to see. And I saw that on NFL primetime, like after the game, that Jaws was just talking about that he thought that Patriots were just playing possum. They figured that we would take the 2nd seed minimum and just get to the end of the season, get everyone healthy, and then just come out in playoffs and do our thing. Didn't matter if we had home field or not. And that's exactly how I thought we played. I just thought we played just to finish the season, just to not get anyone else hurt. And we did what we had to do. And I predicted if we kept Tom Brady off the ground, I thought we were going to win the game, no problem. And I don't think he got sacked one single time. I'm actually looking at the stats right now. I don't think we didn't give up a single sack. And our offensive line was horrendous the entire season. I mean, well, not the entire season, but just when we started losing bodies on top of bodies. But he did not get sacked the whole game, and I just thought that was absolutely amazing. The fact that with the front of Dontari Poe, Ali, who else do they have? Derek Johnson, and just all those in the box, we didn't give up a single sack. I was shocked. And the defense played a lot better than I expected, because I felt like if we won our offense against their defense matchup, we would win the game. We forced a lot of stops, a lot of 3-and-outs. There's sometimes on offense where we still got lackadaisical. I definitely think we need to work the run in a little bit more. And after we recap all these games, I'll preview the other games for next weekend or this upcoming weekend. We definitely got to work the run in more. We had a total of 340. Well, that was just a total. We had a total of 302 passing yards with 38 rushing yards. I think we need to work that a little bit more. Chiefs had 243 passing and 135 rushing. And they had that one turnover, Jamie Collins, or was it Chandler? I always get them confused. Whichever the one that just got in trouble, he was the one that forced the fumble. Because one of them's JC and one of them's CJ, and I forget who's who. But I thought we played a pretty damn good game. I'm surprised how big their receivers stepped up, minus Macklin, but seeing Gronk out there, seeing Edelman's first game back, the man had 10 catches for 100 yards, Gronk 7 for 83. Keyshawn Martin had 2 big key catches, Amendola, LaFell, and I just thought we played a really good game all around. That's the kind of Patriots I saw when we were on the win streak, when I was thinking, like, we can at least get 2 back-to-back Super Bowls, and then anything can happen if you get there, and I thought we looked good. I don't know what Bill Belichick did in those 2 weeks, but that offensive line was looking right. And I feel like since we were able to do that, Kansas City's front is one of the top in the game. I know we're going up against Denver, who's 1st overall in defense, but Kansas City's 7th overall in defense, so it's not like we were just going up against any defensive front. But we'll get to the preview for next week. So we handled that game pretty well. Nothing really shocked me too crazy or really stood out. I just thought we handled the game, and the score was closer than the game said it was, and it is what it is. The nightcap for Saturday night, Green Bay and Arizona. That game was ridiculous. Back and forth for the most part. And it was just a really good, entertaining game. I feel like the Cardinals kind of let up, and I thought there was absolutely zero chance they give up a Hail Mary. And they did. They gave it up. I'm just here sitting thinking to myself, like, you know, I bet you Arizona was one of those teams sitting at home when Aaron Rodgers threw that Hail Mary against Detroit, and they were like, how do you do that? I would never let that happen. And they did. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. First, the 4th and whatever 30 they had when they were on the 2-yard line, they threw it to Janis. And whoa, bro, Janis, you talk about Jordy Nelson 2.0, white boy wide receiver. They got Janis, Cobb, and Nelson next year. They might look pretty damn good. But the thing, Aaron Rodgers threw 44 passes and only completed 24 of them, so he did all right. Eddie Lacy looked damn good. Carson, if Carson didn't do some of the dumb things he did, I feel like the game would have been over. He just tried so many touch passes that weren't there, but luckily, and then Larry Fitz played amazing. 8 receptions for 176 yards and a touchdown. He played great. But back to that last drive, Aaron Rodgers was just Aaron Rodgers, just dotting up downfield, 2 big plays, and the Hail Mary was absolutely ridiculous. Let me know what you guys thought about the coin toss. I get it. It's a coin toss. You're supposed to toss it and it's supposed to flip. The coin didn't flip, so he reflipped it, and it is what it is. I don't think it was that big of an issue. It's not like he flipped the coin and the game was decided. Like, Packers still had a chance to stop him, and they didn't. Carson Palmer made a great play, and then Fitz took it the rest of the way, and they were able to score. That was a pretty entertaining game as well. The Cardinals only had 40 yards rushing. Green Bay had 135. Green Bay had 251 passing, and the Cardinals had 328 passing. And it was just a pretty good game. Lacey, again, had 89 yards. Starks had 23 rushing. Janis had 7 receptions for 145. Wasn't he like the 3rd or 4th receiver going in that game? Because Randall Cobb ended up going out after he tried to make that catch. But Larry Fitzgerald just looked absolutely amazing. And then so the Cardinals advance in that game. I just thought to myself, Seattle is about to get embarrassed on primetime TV in front of everybody. I honestly tuned out in the middle of the second quarter. I was like, this is just absolutely ridiculous. But then I thought to myself back last year when I was down at school and we went out to watch I went out to see who was going to play my Patriots. We went out and watched the Packers in Seattle game, and I remember they did the exact same thing. They got down, marched back, and then won in overtime, and they almost did the same exact thing again. I think it was a combination. I'm not all like hype on the Carolina train. I think it was a combination of Carolina just coming out at home, 2 weeks off, they're fresh and ready to go. So like they were hyped up and ready, and a combination of what the hell is Seattle doing? Like the offensive line was just. They just weren't even like, it wasn't even like people were making stunts or they were like sending blitzes. People were just getting flat out embarrassed on the offensive line. Russell could only do so much back there by himself. He threw the pick 6 on his first pass play, and a defense that's supposed to be so good gives up that big run to Jonathan Stewart the first play of the game, and that was the first 100-yard rusher they gave up in like 10 weeks, something crazy like that. But Seattle definitely made it a game. Came down to that onside kick, and they weren't able to get it. But it definitely made for a good game. That one was close, back and forth, and Carolina advances. But yeah, there wasn't anything too crazy. Carolina got it big, 31-0. Was it 31-0 or 31-7? They got up by a shitload of points. Seattle marches their way back, and but they weren't able to pull off the comeback. You can't get down. I mean, they did it last year in the NFC Championship game. You can't go down 20+ points in the playoffs and expect to be able to just come back all the time, and they weren't able to do it. Yes, they cut it to 1 possession, but they just weren't able to pull it off. So Seattle goes home. I think that's it for Marshawn. He just didn't look good. Granted, the offensive line was playing like shit, but I just think they have good backups in Rawls and Michaels that they could go future with that, because Marshawn's going to want money, and I wouldn't pay him. Into the last game, Pittsburgh at Denver. Damn it, I thought Pittsburgh was going to do it. I mean, I stuck to my choice. I went 2 for 2 this weekend. I picked Patriots, Seattle, and Cardinals, and Steelers. And the Steelers just weren't able to pull it off. I mean, they got down so close to just putting the game away. They had them. Pittsburgh, I don't know what I think it was a combination of just Eli got me out here calling the man Eli. Peyton was throwing ducks. Some of his passes were coming out straight zip. Some of them were just coming out straight shot ducks in the middle of the air. I think the Broncos also dropped 8 passes, but they've been dropping passes all year long. So that made the game a lot closer than it was, because they were crucial 3rd downs or 4th downs that people just weren't catching. And the defense didn't look as impossible to beat as I thought they would. Yes, they have the #1 ranked overall defense, but it could be a combination of the Steelers' backup wide receivers are that good, and Denver's defense just can't keep up what they did all season long. But Denver's defense did step up when they had to. I thought the game was going to be over on that last, well, not that last drive, but the middle to early 4th quarter drive, and Steelers were just dotting their way downfield. They had, I don't know if he's a rookie running back, but the 3rd-string running back, he just didn't tuck away the ball. The ball gets punched out, and I think just all the steam just left the Steelers, and they just couldn't keep Denver out of the end zone, and that's kind of how the game wrapped up. But I wasn't impressed. Denver doesn't look as scary to me as they did before this weekend, because I thought to myself, man, I wish we would have got home field. And I was praying that the Steelers were going to win because I didn't want to see Denver. But I told myself, and I think I told you guys in the last video, if we beat Kansas City, I saw us going to the Super Bowl regardless if Denver or Pittsburgh wins, because I thought to myself at this point in the season right now that the Chiefs were the better team than Pittsburgh or Denver. So I thought to myself, if we beat the Chiefs, I thought we were at least going to the Super Bowl. And I still kind of stay by that. Am I nervous we're going into Denver? Of course, 100%. Can Denver easily switch on that switch? Of course they can. But Peyton didn't throw a single touchdown. It was kind of the run game that did it for them. So the teams that ended up advancing were my Patriots, the Cardinals, the Panthers, and the Broncos, both number 1 and 2 seed out of each conference. The first game is going to be Patriots at Denver, 3 o'clock on Sunday, and then the Cardinals and Panthers will follow up at 6:40. So predictions for next week. Of course, I'm taking my Patriots. We have the 5th ranked passing offense and the 30th ranked rushing offense. Denver has the 14th ranked passing offense and the 17th ranked rushing offense. Our defense is 3rd, and our offense is 3rd in points scored. Theirs is 18th. Our defense is 10th in points scored against. Their defense is 4th. So like our defense is not ass. It's definitely not bad. I think we're in the top 10 in overall defenses. I think we're like ranked 9th. So our defense isn't just total cheeks. Denver is, yeah, we're 9th overall defense for the season. So our defense isn't bad. I think again it comes down to the same thing with the Chiefs. If our offense beats Denver's defense, if we win that matchup, I think we'll win the game. I think our defense will get a stop, force a fumble, make Peyton throw a duck, something like that, to where we'll end up winning the game. So I have us winning. Ooh, I'm gonna say, what was the match? Oh, well, they didn't have Peyton last time, but we were up 14 and we ended up losing 30-24 to them. I'm gonna say we win. I'm gonna say 24-17. I say we win 24-17. Give or take that 7-point difference. I want Arizona. Now, don't get me wrong. If my Patriots make it and Arizona makes it, I hope we smack the shit out of Arizona. But if we don't win it, if my Patriots don't win it, I hope the Cardinals win it. I would love to see Carson Palmer and Larry Fitz get a ring. Like, come on, you got to be serious. You want to see Carson Palmer and Larry Fitz get a ring? Like, who doesn't? But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the Cardinals. I think if Carson Palmer plays like he was during the season, when people were whispering MVP, I think they'll do good. Do not sleep on that Cardinals defense. I think if the Cardinals can just body up those wide receivers, put somebody on Greg Olsen, and play like man press on the outside, I think they can do it. I really think that they can do it. That's more my heart. Is that probably the smart decision to take in my head? Who knows? Let's see. The Cardinals. The Panthers pass for 220 yards a game. They rush for 140. The Cardinals pass for 288. They rush for 120. They score the second most points in the league. The Cardinals score the first. The Panthers give up 19 points a game, and the Cardinals also give up 19 points a game. So I think it's going to be a close game. Again, I'll put that game at a... I think if Arizona wins, it's going to be close. If Carolina wins, I think they're going to smack them by like 14 plus. But I'm still not sold on Carolina. I don't give a fluff what anybody says. But I'm going to take the Cardinals to win by 10. I don't have an exact score for you. Just the same way I have us winning by like 7 or 10. Who knows if my exact score was going to be right. But we'll see what happens, guys. Let me know your predictions. So whoever wins these games this weekend will be in the Super Bowl. We know it definitely won't be a rematch of Seattle and the Patriots. Can my Patriots get back? This is the 5th AFC Championship game we've made in a row. Last year was the 4th. We made it all the way in 1. The year before that, we weren't able to get it in. The Broncos beat us. The year before that, was that when Joe Flacco was doing his bullshit? I don't know, but it's a big weekend coming up. Let me know your guys' thoughts of this past weekend's game. Did anything surprise you? I know a lot of you were cheering against my Patriots. I saw you in the comments. Don't hide. I'll go pull that shit up. And let me know your predictions for this weekend. Do you have Patriots or Denver? It is in Denver. I would say 100% we were going to win if we were in New England. I wish we would have at least beaten the Jets or the Dolphins, because if we win one of those games, we're in, but we weren't able to do it. But if you want to make it to the Super Bowl, you got to go into Denver and win. So we'll see how that goes. Let me know who you got Denver Patriots. Let me know who you got Panthers Cardinals. And hopefully the next time we have this recap discussion, we're talking about my Patriots in the Super Bowl. We'll see. But I appreciate it, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you have not already. All the links are in the description. And as always, go Pats. Deuces.